I was not showing self-love. I was not loving myself. I was not forgiving myself. I was not accepting myself. You know, there's a serenity prayer that my dad had taught me years ago, and it goes, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference between the two. And I can't tell you how powerful that prayer is. I say that every morning. But the most important thing is like understanding that there are certain things we can change in our life. There are certain things that we can't. Knowing the difference between the two where we exert our energy, and knowing that the one thing that we can definitely change in our life and have the courage to do is giving ourselves self-love. So, you know, it's interesting that suddenly life begins to flow differently when you show self-love to yourself and you really face your fears. You really stop running. You really, you know, look at the childhood trauma that you've had, or the spousal trauma that you've had, or the work trauma you've had, or relationship trauma you've had, or just society as a whole with everything going on, and really being true to yourself and facing it, you know, crying, showing that anger, releasing it, letting go and letting God is what I would say. And once you do that, as challenging as it is psychologically, and as much as it's painful, you're actually growing and you're showing love to yourself, which allows you to show more love to other individuals around you and not repeat that pattern that maybe wasn't a good pattern that hurt you initially to begin with. So you become an example and a beacon of shining a light to change the way you make the world a better place just by self-loving yourself.